friends. Welcome back to Creature Corner. This is episode 51. My name is Jared Krichevsky. I am a creature and character concept artist, 3D modeler, and educator at Gnomon School of Visual Effects. Joining me, as always, my good friend, compatriot. He goes by AKA Yiddles the Clown. It's Matt Millard.
Hello.
Hello, Matt. Welcome.
How's it going? How's the party?
Well, it's day 2 of the ZBrush Summit.
Oh yeah.
So if you're watching this after all of that, kudos to you. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for.
It is it's crazy. And day 1 was pretty incredible, and then I really enjoyed the presentations today from like Rand Manlove and everybody at Sony Santa Monica who did their presentation on God of War Ragnarok. It was insane. It was crazy. Like the amount of detail, thought, world building that they're putting into everything is really extraordinary, man. So it's going the rest of the week, so make sure that you catch up with that on the Pixelogic channel because it is awesome. And as a ZBrush artist, person, and overall goober, I really appreciate the thought that everyone's been putting into their presentations. So it's awesome, man. Matt, you're like deep in work town, so I don't know if you're getting to capture all that.
No, you led me onto it yesterday, and I watched it for an hour or so. It was awesome, but I completely forgot about it today.
Even if, look, here's the thing: is like even if you forget about it, they're on video. Like this is probably there's so much packed into each one, so many good tips packed into each one. So I find that I'm gonna have to like pick through this one because so many tips are like being put out, and I'm like, wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? And so I'm like, holy moly. But it definitely inspires you to work, and that's what we're here to do. We're going to do a no Presh Noodle Sesh, which means we're just going to noodle on dumb stuff, whatever we want to do. And next week we'll probably be back with a prompt and, going forward. But every so often, like we need to catch up with projects and, heck, other things that we want to do. So that's what we're going to do.
That's what we like.
So I'm going to probably just be debating, do I work on this guy?
Who is that?
Well, this has been my demo for creature modeling and sculpting my...
Oh, dude, that's great.
Yeah. So I'll probably... after all the ZBrush sculpting today, I think I am going to work on this guy. I want to draw. I want to spend some time drawing, but I might just shoot back and forth between stuff. Who knows? Okay. But yeah, he's fun, and again, he's like mythical guardian. Guardian of the frozen blood swamp or something. I don't know.
Frozen blood swamp, dude.
Well, what I'm doing with students a lot now is I'm having them come up with the prompt, and then we vote on it. And that way they get some participation and come up with like weird ideas. But it's all in kind of clay mode right now, so there's not a lot of. So this is kind of like the fun phase of discovery.
Yeah.
And just tightening up on your references and all that other stuff. And then, Matt, what do you got going on?
I am wanting to finish up. Let's see here. How do I use compute? There you go.
How do you computer?
Yeah. I'm wanting to finish up this guy. Oh, wow. My resolution's tiny. But he's like the rider for my Cenobite dragon.
Oh yeah. You were man, kudos because you're still going. I'm like,
Every now and then I hop back in. This is one of those days.
that feels good though. I mean, every so often I pick up an old project,
hmm
noodle on it a little bit, and then you're like, oh, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to do a little final sculpting, little pose, little render, and then call it a day.
Just a little sculpting pose and render.
A little sculpting pose and render in my life.
You make it sound so easy.
It's going to
So
be
simple.
fun.
It's just fun.
It's going to be fun.
And that's just the point, is that it's fun.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to finish up this sword right quick.
Have either of us played God of War yet?
I
I'm still like, dude, I play games so slow. I'm still on the first God of War.
and that's okay.
And that's okay. And so, but their presentations today, man, was just like, holy moly! Everybody's very good.
Dude, all of those guys are incredible.
All of those guys are very, very good at what they do, and they're like passion for the project, and their I was talking about it with somebody else. Their synchronicity.
Oh yeah, they're all like on the same wavelength.
They're all on the same wavelength, and they're all excited about it. And I miss that. I miss that part of like teamwork and collaboration.
Yeah, I feel you there.
You know, as a freelancer, there's only me, but I've got you, Matt.
That's correct. Yeah, I mean, every now and then you work with the team and stuff like that, but it is just you in a cave.
In a little cave. I do. There are like producers and clients that I love working with, who are just like really good people.
Yeah, it's always cool whenever they like come back for round 2 or something.
Yeah. And they're like, "Hey, we loved what you did," blah blah blah, and you're like, "Yes."
You totally don't suck. It was dope.
Well, and now they trust you.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the first part of like client building relationships is trust building, and so they're gonna ask you about your process. They're gonna feel you out.
I'm gonna feel you out.
Maybe not in the meeting. But it's like, can you hit your mark? Can you do it? Can he do it?
Can it be done?
Mr. Marvin Pibbles.
I watched Don't Worry Darling. Have you seen that one?
I have not watched that. How was it?
I thought it was boring.
Oh no. So skip it.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it, I mean, It's just like, dude, it was definitely a work watch, that's for sure.
Okay.
Big time.
So you recommend it as a work watch?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something like you got to schedule some time around.
Yeah, and I'm convinced that Harry Styles is not a good actor.
He's a singer person, yes?
I don't know if I've ever seen or heard anything that he's done. And so I'm
I know him from the Watermelon Sugars. That's
watermelon sugar.
yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, so he hasn't done movies before?
I think he had. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, I don't follow.
You know everything about
We're
Harry
talking about
Styles.
monsters. We're talking about creature
Why
core.
don't you know about Harry Styles?
I do know he loves the fashion shoots. God, I sound really old, don't I?
Dude, and you know a lot about him. More than you're letting on.
All knowledge is obtained against my will.
All knowledge is okay. I got it. I'm into it.
Sometimes you just learn stuff from the internet.
Sometimes you just be learning and stuff
Horrible. It's horrible. Oh man.
like making an evil sword.
Yeah, my brain is mush. 'Cause I'm fighting a cold,
Oh no, dude.
and so like I can't hear out of one side of my ear.
Dang, I can't see one side of your ear.
It's gone for good, man. Cooked it and I ate it. I ate my ear.
What else? I feel like there was something else that I saw recently that perhaps I didn't see recently, and maybe there wasn't.
Wakanda Forever.
Oh yeah, has anyone seen that? Is that good?
I have friends who've seen it and loved it,
Your friends have seen it and they loved it.
and my friends are real. I promise.
Okay, so some more than
They're not figments of my imagination.
okay, okay.
Okay, they're not just sending me emails all the time. Sending me emails. Holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a huge fan.
No, not personally. It's like the fun time of the year is over.
Yeah.
Now
I mean,
just,
hey, more power to you, man. Have a good time. I'm not.
no. Some people, I mean, they love holidays.
They love that shit.
They love it.
I'm like spooky, and then that's it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of. I operate on the one like setting.
Yeah.
And then when spooky comes around, people are like, "Oh, what are you dressing up as?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I'm just spooky."
Yeah, I'm just spooky.
They're like, "Oh, what do you? You're a creature guy. You must dress up." I'm like, "No, I just am creature.
No, this is my everyday
I
life.
am Halloween. Like you don't understand.
You're basically celebrating me.
I walk down the street and I see ghosts. And they tell me things. Like we are friends. I've been dressed as Halloween for all year. All the year. Oh yeah.
Well, what about Black Adam? Was that good?
It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Definitely don't take it seriously. Uh, you know, it's a movie. It's like the most movie.
It is the most movie.
It is the most movie. Like pretty much The Rock, he does kind of like he plays one note throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
So as long as you kind of expect that, you're like, okay, cool.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. And
so The Rock was The Rock. Is that what
The
you're
Rock
saying?
was The Rock. Pierce Brosnan was really good as Dr. Fate. There's a couple of side characters that like don't need to be in that at all. They were cool, but like they really didn't serve a purpose. And it's kind of like figure out what you do here.
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't really like service the story or really have arcs or anything like that. But the effects are cool. It is funny. It is surprisingly funny.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect it to have like some sort of.
Lots of kind of like cheeky humor, and you know, The Rock is, you know, he's got his thing.
He's got, he's got his thing going.
It's just, well, I mean, like, he's like huge, you know, he's enormous. And so he's obviously got a presence, you know, he's very fun to watch. What's up, Sam? Welcome.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out. Everybody else is probably beat from the summit, so we're just chilling. We're just trying to get some ham.
We're just trying to process a little bit of ham.
We're going through regular ham processing.
This is what they do. They open up ZBrush and create some weird artwork, and then you've got deli meat. That's how it works.
No, that's the thing. Like, man, you gotta make them deli meats.
Dude, Jared, are you trying to find love in your city? Because we got a guy that's.
Yeah, we were about to find out. In our city.
Sam says, what is that? A turtle mantis?
What? Him?
That's what Sam. That's what Sam has.
You know, I don't know. I mean, he had a turtle shell. He's kind of like, he's an antler. So he's like a turtle deer guy.
He's got some snail vibes too.
Yeah, a little bit of snail in there. I'm trying to throw just kind of like as much silliness as I can at him and still make him kind of cohesive.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's got like 4 arms.
And that's a wonderful trait to have whenever you're a creature. Facts.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a fact. We're just making some monsters.
Okay. Be sure and save your files.
Save your files.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, everything's still a little new, so I don't know if I have like my alpha folder set up or anything. Doesn't look like it.
He looks like he's going to give me a quest in God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, it's kind of the vibe I'm going for. You know, there's always a mysterious kind of character that you come across where the creature serves the story that way. Very interesting.
Okay. Don't have it. Yeah, man, the side quest guys are the best. They're always like the weirdest dudes. And there's always something super specific. They're like, my niece's shoe is left in the castle at the bottom of this swamp.
My niece's shoe.
You know, and it's like, but be wary.
Be wary of my niece's shoe, for it is haunted by the spirit of Ganesh. And he's got
yeah, James, I was just looking for a folder on my computer and I couldn't find it. That's all. But yeah, the guys in I love the side quests in Elden Ring because it's just impossible to follow what's happening in the storyline. And so whenever the guys are talking to you, you're like, bro, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You're like,
So
I don't know what's happening.
everybody's name sounds the same. All the cities are the same. I don't know. Love that game though.
All I know is that the world snake is awesome. It's,
Oh yeah, dude, that guy's sweet.
that thing looks great.
That guy.
I mean, all their, as a creature buff, all their creatures are just killer.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
You know, they're just fun and they're really well designed. Part of their presentation, they were talking about the kind of like grounding art point was mythical realism.
Mm.
So a lot of times when you work on something, you'll kind of anchor everything with a phrase, and so that's their kind of like mantras, mythical realism. Which now that I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, of course of course they were saying that. But it helps them communicate, when they're working with artists who are coming in to work with the studio on the project. So they say mythical realism, and everyone's like, ah, gotcha. And it's rad.
And it's a radical sabbatical.
It's very radical. It's very exciting.
Hey, Jared. Right quick. Where is my okay? Should I have like the original design on my guy? I don't have the painting on my computer anymore, but he has like these things going through his eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. If I turn him off, I feel like I could make his eyes black or something like that, and paint something cool. But I'm just not like married.
I like the horns.
Okay.
They make them bigger.
Make them bigger.
Yeah, like longer.
Make them longer.
So they break the silhouette. Yeah, like that.
Interesting.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Or get rid of them.
Or get rid of them.
Or get rid of them. But I like them bigger.
Well, maybe we'll find a nice little midpoint there.
Like a sweet spot.
Yeah, because I honestly can't remember what the original sketch looked like. I think they were like small and in the eyes like that or something.
Oh my. Mr. Martin Fiddles.
Oh my gatos.
All this stuff.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. Love it. Now it's time to get gross. I always like that whenever you get into the whole like sculpting with RGB, it's always just one of the funner times in sculpting because you get to like do a little bit of the painting and it's in the, it's always like I'm always using damn standard with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
It's funny because like Louis and Paul are always, they must have a thing about when someone says they use damn standard.
Okay.
Because everybody uses it. It's like ZBrush. It's like clay buildup, damn standard. But I did pick up some new tricks. Like smooth peaks is pretty cool.
Yeah. I've been using Smooth Peaks and Smooth Stronger for whenever I'm doing Dynamesh stuff.
Apparently, Smooth Peaks is really good for like skin details and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Uh, JC, what's up? What do we think of the ZBrush Summit so far? Well, I'm loving it. Like I wish we could be in person, but obviously streaming this way is a really great way to go. Just because I get to work and watch at the same time, so it kind of scratches the itch. But man, some of those presentations are amazing and inspiring, and you kind of like I'm just floored like where the bar is of quality.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, it's just like everybody's really good, and I don't know, it just gives you juice, you know. You want to
Give
sit
me the
there and
juice.
work. You
Give
want to
me
you want to get the juice.
give me your juice.
Give me your juice.
Yeah, I one of the things I did add that wasn't on the drawing that I took from the dragon on this guy is that I took the kind of chains on his neck here. I kind of
Oh, smart.
right. So they're just, they have some of the same visual language.
Carrying that language through. And that's called unifying. Oh wow, man. That armor looks great.
Thanks, dude. Just popping some of these chains in here. Gonna get all the I'm doing like all the look like contact wounds and stuff for where things are hooked in. Hoping by like 10 o'clock or what, half an hour, probably be rendering or something. Fucking punch these guys in here. And yeah, I gotta render him and his dragon together, dude. That would be tight.
What's that?
I gotta render him and his dragon together.
You gotta get them together. You hang out.
They gotta be friends.
Well, now your machine can handle it.
Oh yeah.
You're set this time. Matt was almost having a bad time.
It was close,
It was
close to no fun.
He was almost having no fun, but now he's having all the fun.
And we like to have fun here at the Creature Corner.
Just making some creatures. His name is Mr. Yundle. Yundle Blorp.
there's like a random beat character in the new season of Rick and Morty called it's so funny, dude. It's just like this weird little creature, and he just hops out and he says, "I'm Mr. Frundles." It's Mr. Frundles. That is so good.
I have not watched any of the new seasons.
It's sad.
I know, and I need to.
You should.
It's is that on the HBO?
You've got to buy the new season.
Oh, I have not done that. That's why.
The man wants his milk.
I just want to buy some milk, please.
More Ovaltine, please.
Yes, bring me ovals.
Bring me Ovaltine. Yeah, so have you named your guy yet?
Oh, I thought we were doing that now. His name could be Wimbley Pemberbrook.
Well, don't you already have a Wembley Pemblesons?
No, I have a Wimbley Pimblesmere.
Ah, see, I was close.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
See, I listen. I'm your friend.
Look, I'm open to suggestions. So if you want to help me name this guy,
Let's get a
reply
full,
in the comments.
a full picture. What's going on here?
We'll call him Mr. Bumpy Lumberson. Jesus. I should be looking at reference.
Sometimes it's fun just to like blue sky it out of your brain hole, you know?
And then kind of fudge it into place and realize how wrong you were.
Yeah, or like just doing silly stuff like that sometimes can open up really creative ideas. Some stuff you like wouldn't think about trying to be very mechanical, like replicating something, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
I do that a lot in my
Or
yoga.
look at a lot of reference in the beginning and then don't look at it when you're working.
Yeah.
You know, do a little bit of research and then just let it stew around in there.
Yeah, you've got like this distant reference in your brain of like what things look like, you know?
It's like a memory.
Like a mere shadow of its former.
A mere shadow. That's also what I do with my reference over here is instead of like zooming in on one, I'll kind of just back out and just kind of let the soup kind of spill into the brain.
Yeah.
You know, because you know there are things that pop into your subconscious as you're working. So let it fill your mind.
Let it burn. Something is wrong with my brain.
Something is wrong with my brain. I think I'm going to go ahead and open the mouth.
You opened the mouth.
He's going to open the mouth.
But, Your Honor, he's opened his mouth.
I'm sure actually a few.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably been.
That is probably happened.
In court. My client opened his mouth.
Bonus.
Bonus time.
Okay. Okie Smokerton's disease. Yeah, I think a little face sculpt here. And I'm going to have to make some, I've been slowly making new materials in Keyshot. And dude, now that you've shown me you can actually like look dev in there, I'm pushing it as far as it can go. I'm like, I'm gonna add 30 labels on 100 million polygons. I want to know if I can.
Man, it is. Yeah, I mean, like you can build some really complex shaders in there. Labels and labels are bomb.
Yeah, and I just noticed the multi material. Man, dude, that would be great
work. What is that? I don't even have that. I think you have that.
It's not what it sounds like.
Okay.
It's basically a render layer override. So if you have, you know how whenever you need to render out all of your separate materials, like, ooh, I want to put a spec material on everything or a clay material on everything.
Yes. I've been using that. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, I thought we were talking about something different.
I know.
The new Keyshot has like substance style texturing.
I mean, I've got the newest one.
I think it's got substance style texturing.
Have they released that?
I think so. Like, don't hold it against me if I don't know for sure. I'm gonna try and build some teeth under this guy.
Like, what kind of quest, though?
Like, well, that I guess would depend.
Like, this guy's from somewhere. He needs something. He needs some help. What does he
Well,
need?
he's cursed to preside over the blood swamp.
Okay, the frozen blood swamp.
Forget what our prompt was, but it was like guardian of the ever expanding portal in the blood swamp.
The ever expanding portal.
I know. One of my students tossed that out. I was very impressed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just like had that at the ready. And
Yeah,
I think that's a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons influence. Like people are very clever.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, the guardian of the ever expanding portal.
Okay. Oh, so is there a frozen blood?
Well, he presides in the blood swamp.
And
he's
is it frozen or is it a blood swamp?
I'm sorry?
Is it frozen or is it a blood swamp?
Well, it's a blood swamp, but it could be frozen.
Well, you just said frozen a while back, so I didn't know.
No, you know what? There are our other prompt, our sci-fi prompt, was a frozen Star Wars planet.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, so he resides in the blood swamp, and he's
in the blood swamp, and he's the guardian of the ever expanding portal.
The ever expanding portal. Yo, what's up, Justice? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? Justice, are you watching the summit? Because it is fun, and I recommend it.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that. Yeah, so I forgot that it goes all week, man.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
I remember being on campus when they did it at Gnomon whenever I was there. That was awesome.
It's always fun. It's nice to be a lot of times it's just putting faces to the art because we're separated by our websites and the internet, and then when you meet people and you're like, oh wow, you're a dude, but you're
you're a normal human person.
You are a human, but you produce like incredible work. It's awesome. Yeah, definitely. If you're going to catch up on one of them, make sure you catch up on Brand's his talk, because it was a straight up like masterclass, and he kind of says all the stuff that we preach to each other, which is like good forms, but he like sculpts everything by hand, everything, and it's all like he pushes the clay really, really hard. That's nice. Like all the stuff like I preach to students. I'm like, dig into the clay. You got to get it to read. You gotta sculpt the shit out of these things.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, watching the one yesterday, the guy that did Drogon, like all the Game of Thrones dragons.
Insane.
That was really cool watching him, just do his like block out stuff. Like, it was dope. It was cool how different and also how similar the workflows are, between like what I do, what I know other people do, and like seeing him. Like, I just completely forget about Z-spheres,
Yeah.
Completely forget about.
And then using it to rig.
Industry still use them. Like,
that's so smart though. Like building it from a Z-sphere, and then you have the rig.
Yeah, then you've got the rig. Yeah.
And then you have someone like Rand, who he puts everything on a layer. Like he
Yeah,
has like thousands of layers as he
yeah,
works. It's
that's what
crazy.
I do for
I
production
hate
stuff.
layers.
Yeah, I do that for production stuff all the time because you'll just get like dial this back, dial that more, you know.
It becomes a habit.
Oh yeah, I'm going full Hellraiser on that one right there. Get that tortured chatterer flesh going on.
But also the things they were saying are like, look around the model. Don't look, don't get caught looking at the model from just one angle. You gotta travel around that sucker.
Yeah, I remember that being a big thing in 3D sculpture. Like, first term learning it, I would just sit there at like one view and I'd just be sculpting everything. And then I'd turn it after an hour and be like, yeah, that looks like shit.
You just get locked into a perspective.
Hmm.
So if you can just work it up.
You just got to come out here and work it on up for me.
Matt, do you like your guns as a part of the mouth geo, or do you keep them as a separate object?
Separate.
Separate object. I've actually seen it both ways.
Yeah,
When
absolutely. It can, I mean, it really is a preference thing.
it's so interesting. I've also seen eyes done in a multitude of different ways.
A lot of different ways to do eyes.
It's that, and you wouldn't think. You
And
think like, there's the way to do it.
it's also, well, it depends on how you're rendering it. Depends on what the shot is,
Yeah.
like, or the
Like
asset,
the process for doing game eyes is really
Exactly. Like if it's real time, it's going to be, it is going to be definitely way different.
I've seen tricks where they bake it into the normals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing about CG, man. There's just so many different ways to do it.
It's just the artist behind it. That's all. So crazy.
Come on, kill me, do it. I'm here.
You think you're so strong?
Yeah, finally get to the step that I never got to get to. So that's fun. Never got to get to.
Never got to get to it.
Never got to get.
Never gonna give.
You excited about Avatar?
I am, man. I am. I think it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks gorgeous, dude. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to be wowed. It's like you expect to be wowed.
Oh man, I'm fully prepared. I worked on it for like, a fraction of a second.
That's awesome.
I'm still really proud of what I did, and I don't know if they used it
Yeah.
or if they just kind of used it as a reference.
Mm-hmm.
But for a small shiny moment, I was working on Avatar.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, I got to go visit the studio, and
That's awesome.
oh man, they gave me a whole presentation. It was rad, man. It was super cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can't imagine how like the dudes that actually worked on it are feeling.
Yeah, I was working out in El Segundo several years ago, and I had a bunch of buddies up at Lightstorm doing all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Doing
For a
all
while, for a while, Lightstorm gobbled up a lot of people. It was
Yeah,
they were
for like years.
for like years. Yeah. Uh, uh, I'd always hear about people like, oh, you're at Lightstorm. There you
Hmm.
go. But now you see the trailers and you're like, oh my god.
Yo, what's up, Adam? What's going on?
Adam Hartel, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting.
Adam, we're still good with the tour, right? Trying to get my niece to come visit Noman.
Oh, cool. Yeah, she's still jamming along.
She's she started her blender journey.
Okay.
Um, she definitely has the artist bend,
Yeah.
and she likes to do kit making and stuff like that. So we're like, come check out Noman.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I like it.
We think she'd love it. It's like, dude, if I knew Noman existed out of high school,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
changed them trajectories. I mean, all the presentations have been really cool. They had a guy named Dr. Z, and he opened up on Monday. But the guy's a dentist who is also a ZBrush master, and they use ZBrush to design your smile.
That's crazy, man.
So he was talking about that process, and it's one thing to make like monsters in 3D and stuff. It's another thing to like put it in someone's mouth.
Yeah. Fix people's mouths.
And but his techniques were super cool, and you actually learn quite a bit about sculpting from the teeth, because I always like to joke that when I'm sculpting teeth, I'm like, oh, today I'm a dentist.
Yeah.
Today I'm
Yeah.
a really, really bad dentist.
Yeah. That is the fun part of our job, is we get to study all sorts of different stuff,
Adam's my man. My man. Ayo here. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Come on
Hey,
in.
gabagoo.
Hey, come hang out at the creature corner, all right?
Some gabagoo over here.
Just $15. Get you a pint of gabagool. A pint? Just ignore. Just ignore and make monsters.
Ignore.
We're just having a good time making monsters.
Making glorbos.
Glorbos. Glorbo to be feathered.
Oh. Little bonus leather guys. Boop.
It's pretty cool.
There we go.
See, this is why, like, whenever they have the summit, I always eagerly watch. Man, there are so many weird tips out there. So many different kind of artists.
Dude, I know. The Snakehook thing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What?
I did not know that.
What?
Matt, you want to tell the people?
Yeah, here, let me
This was from the guy who did the Game of Thrones dragons.
yeah. Let's just get a actually this will work just fine. So you got yourself a shape.
You get one of them shapes.
You got a shape. Look, it's a star man. That's who it is. He's a Starman. He's got a head. Beautiful head. Okay, we're getting there. Just hang in there with me.
Hold on.
Okay, there we go. Here's a Starman. Now, if you have another subtool, like let's say that you wanted Starman to have some veins growing on him or something, if you use the Snakehook tool, watch me just totally screw this up. If you use the Snakehook tool, you know, you can draw out your geometry, but if you hold Alt, it will follow the surface.
So cool.
The
I
object.
had to test it out.
Like, look, like I'm just like doing this, and it is like following the normal of the surface. But if I were to do it like this, it'd go up. But if I were to move it along here, if you hold Alt, it just sticks along the surface.
So cool.
There. I mean, that is ridiculous, dude. I mean, it won't go underneath it. It's like inflated to a certain level. So you could just get like aggressive with it, you know, just you're drawing it everywhere.
Yeah. And he used mesh balloon. He would draw out the muscle with mesh balloon.
That's
and then he would snake hook it from there. And the mesh balloon would give him the shape of the muscle. So cool.
Yeah. Super cool.
So crazy. See, that's what's so crazy is what trips me out every time. Oh, sorry. What trips me out every time is like there's always some secret trickety trick that somebody's got.
Yeah, it's such a verbose and honestly like convoluted software that people learn so many different ways to use it, you know?
Yeah.
And people's brains work so differently. They're like, oh, I could probably this and this and this, right?
And they try it. I mean, it's used in so many ways. Starting to look very camel-like.
Okay.
Mr. Pibbins.
Jabba Wookie.
Jabba Pibbins. Gonna have to slice. Mmm.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious, delectable.
But we know one thing. It's got to be in the model.
Yep. It's got to be in the model.
Got to be in the model.
It's got to be in the model.
You think you can't make it in the model?
Well, then you can't make it.
Can't be done.
Okay. Save it up. Yippee-doo.
Yippee-yo.
And then move back to here.
I saw Nottawood in the chat. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
What up?
He's the man. No, really, he's the man. He's awesome.
The man is a man.
The man, he's a man, Your Honor.
He's just a boy, right?
Made of taffy.
He's also a man. Okay. Let's see. What else? None of that matters. You guys are always talking about movies, so what are your favorites?
Well, like all time.
Yeah, all-time Mortal
Like
Kombat.
all time.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat
And
1990.
look, let's just put it out there. Like a lot of these are just going to be sentimental because of maybe the time you watched them in your life. But like,
I'm not ashamed.
no, I mean, but like my number one movie is Neverending Story.
Nice.
It's my number one. And then you can see the Neverending Story kind of influence and kind of what I do.
Yeah.
You know. But number two would be The Fly.
Nice. Which one?
The first one. The not the Vincent Price, but the Jeff.
Oh, Goldblum.
Yeah. The Fly is a remake. But yeah, I would say The Fly and let's just say top five, right? Let's see. Neverending Story, The Fly. I would say like Princess Bride.
That's a very funny movie. Yeah.
Very, very good movie. And then well, that's three so far. Matt, what have you got?
Mortal Kombat.
That was kind of my guess.
I was screaming it as you tried to talk at the beginning.
I could hear it psychically, and I was about to say it, but I figured I'd let you say it.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Pulp Fiction, Predator, Aliens, and I don't know. I almost want to throw in like Judge Dredd. Just almost want to do that. Some sort of Stallone, maybe Cobra. I have to throw. I gotta throw
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man's really good.
If I could throw one Stallone in there, it'd be Demolition. Which brings me to my number four. I'm going to say Total Recall.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
Total Recall, and then
whatever came to my brain. I just like.
I'm gonna say Willow.
Love Willow. Great movie.
And Willow mostly because the dragons and they're like goblins or whatever.
Yeah.
Those guys were so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Freaked me out. I mean, the movie. Like, if we could go through all the movies, there's too many to name.
Dude, Big Trouble Little
It's hard
China.
for me to be like, this is the one movie.
Big Trouble Little China. That's a great one.
Great.
Yeah.
Tremors. I would say Tremors is probably my number 5.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time watching Tremors.
Let's see if this works. Oh boy. There he goes.
His teeth are awful.
This dude desperately wants to be in a black metal band. I can tell you that.
Oh man,
This dude is metal as fuck.
Yeah, but what does he play?
Dude, he plays guitar.
He plays guitar.
Just like his dad.
Just like his dad did.
Check this out. I actually, let's see here. Let's hide this. Let's bring this over. I've got too many monitors, guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
How many do you have now?
Got 18 monitors.
Oh, I'm lucky.
What?
Oh, you got a little rig on him.
Yeah, I just made a really simple rig, and so I could easily just, and it's a quick rig from Maya, so nothing crazy.
It's interesting. I wouldn't consider myself like a fantasy guy, which is interesting. Like fantasy, if you're like a fantasy fan, your number one movie is like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Have you ever been able to kind of like twerk it like this though, dude?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at that.
Get it.
But yeah, literally spending 5 minutes doing this, I was able to just block in a very casual pose, and I'll just finish the rest in ZBrush. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful.
It's super easy to do with bipedal characters. It doesn't matter how much shit they got on them. It's like sometimes you'll spend like, I don't know, like 30 minutes just trying to get like a really casual pose, because there's a lot of nuance and stuff in it in ZBrush and all these tools. If your character's built right, you can just kind of slam a rig on it and be like, okay, and fix the rest in ZBrush.
Slam a rig, he says.
Yeah, slam a rig down. I mean, they've basically got it to where you can do it in like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Let's just do it. You know what? Let's just do it.
They have like quick setup stuff now. Yeah? Is that what you're...
Yeah, I mean, they've got the quick rig stuff, and it's really simple. So let's just bring in, you're not going to get fingers, you're not going to get eyes, you're not getting toes.
But like, maybe I don't want that. I just need body stuff.
Well, that's what I was about to say, is like, that's not the point of it. The point is you want to be able to very casually and easily.
The big thing is either swiveling the hips or getting the arms to overlap.
Let's see.
But yes, of course, you nincompoop.
Let's check it out. Let's not check it out.
It's not. I don't want to.
We're not going to check it out.
We're not going to check.
T-pose. I'm trying to find the right file. I was not prepared. Let's see here. What's this? Dude, the new Photoshop. Whatever version I have, that's the new one. Man, you can't do anything in that software without having like 4 prompts pop up.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, hey, welcome to the cloud. Are you sure you want to save this file? Do you want to save it on the... And it's like,
you want to save as a copy of the file, or do you want to save the file?
Dude, what is happening?
I don't know what's happening over there.
Like, there's a thing in Maya now too. There's like an extra button. It's like, hey, it brings you up to some sort of hub, and I'm like, the hell is all this stuff? Okay, anyway, so here's your character. Here's your character, right?
I know. Like, but I think they're just great movies. It's not necessarily that they're fantasy. I mean, my second top movie was The Fly, but they were formative movies in my childhood, which is probably, again, why I was saying I was going to be a little sentimental.
So for the rig stuff, it's super easy. As long as you're in the middle here, it'll make it easier. Put it in the middle of your grid. My Maya's not set up. It looks a little goofy. But rigging, where's the auto rig button here? Bloopy doopy doop.
Bloopy.
Yeah, so you're gonna bring this thing up and you're gonna do step by step. Okay, you wouldn't have seen any of that on a new scene. And you basically just make a quick rig, you grab your geo, add it up, and then you're going to create and update the guides. This is the easiest thing to do if you have an A pose or T pose character. You can rig your characters like 5 minutes and just get not insane rigs. They're not insane. You're really just trying to prevent 20 minutes of transpose master, 30 minutes of transpose master back and forth for like some basic stuff. This also might be way too much for what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
But all you do is,
I usually throw a lot at my scenes. I throw a lot of my scenes poly-wise.
Right. So, I mean, even this on Subtool Master, I mean, I don't know, it's like over 1 million polygons. And all you're doing is just moving these joints on one side. You just find, okay, middle of the elbow. It did a pretty good job, right? It automatically found the knees, the toes. Hips are a little low, so I'll bring those up. Like I said, spine's a little low. And you'll learn this stuff over time, but you can also tell like it's just evenly distributed. And again, I'm not too worried about anything. I just want to...
He's not worried about any of it.
No, because I mean, I'm really just trying to spend 5 minutes. This is all real time. Just going to create this skeleton. You know, looks fine. I can see that, hey, I've got the IK stuff working. You'll notice that the orientation might be off on some of these things. We don't care about that. We're not rigging artists. No one cares.
No one cares, guys.
And then you're going to use the... I think what they do is they use the geodesic voxel binding method here. And it works out of the box almost every time to where you've got to do about, 10% cleanup instead of...
Not too bad, though.
And if you have it set up right.
Which I will not.
I mean, I'm sure you will. I mean, my guys, clothes and chains and all sorts of stuff, but let's see. Okay, it's done.
That's
What's
crazy.
The deal? Just like out of the box.
You take that.
Look.
You take that back into Transpose Master.
100%. Yeah.
You're essentially doing the Mixamo trick, but you're doing it without Mixamo.
I mean, I'm just using Maya. Yeah, I'm just doing it the regular way, but I don't know. Is that what you do in Mixamo? I haven't.
Well, you have to when you go to Transpose Master, you have to UV the transpose.
No, you don't have to do that for this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually not sure why you would have to do that on Mixamo, but maybe they do their stuff a different way because this is all just vert count, right?
Right.
So there, boom. I mean,
that's what when coming back from Mixamo, it'll mess up your vert count, and that's why you have to do transfer attributes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All you got to do in this one is just pose it, and I'm done.
And you're
good. I mean, that's casual. That was like a 3-minute lesson. Take it, duplicate the mesh, file, export selection, save it as an OBJ, pop it into your transpose master, and it'll update. But for some reason. So yeah, that's how I pose that. That's how I pose that stuff, like just really quickly, unless I'm doing like a head turn, I'll do something like that. go. Yeah, so Mixamo, you have to UV it?
Well, you UV the transpose mesh,
Mm-hmm.
and then you send that to Mixamo.
I wonder why they need the UVs.
Because that's the only way to transfer the attributes. Because
Is
they'll share UVs.
is,
If you
is
do it
by
the right way, then that pose will, when you re-import it on top of your transpose, it just reads the vert order and snaps it to the pose. Then you're supposed to be able to go back. I tried it; it didn't work for me. So that's why I'm like curious about this method.
Oh yeah, it's really easy. I mean, you saw how fast I did it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had a really simple human character that I needed to pose.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, I'll try this Mixamo kind of ZBrush method.
I'll pose that right now.
I'm gonna pose him.
He's got his nice big scary bone sword here. I like how big it is. Yeah, dude, that's how I posed all of this stuff on my Godzilla vs. Kong. I made little 5-minute rigs.
Little 5 minute rigs. That's pretty cool.
Just got weird with it.
Music is a little too soothing.
I can't even hear the music.
Oh, thank God, because it was very soothing.
I cannot hear the music.
Can you hear this music?
Negative.
Negative. Okay.
Negative. We got to start getting James to like pop on some Slayer on top of it.
Yeah. You know, just a little Slayer.
Just got some garbage geo. I hate those. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to finish the sculpt out in pose. Let's go ahead and send them on over, though. I need, like, I don't have any, I haven't transferred my, like, ground base meshes over to my new machine yet, you know, like a rocky surface or anything like that. I haven't done that yet. But that's what I need right now.
You need some trees.
No.
Oh, look who we got. We got Alex Alvarez in the chat. Hello.
How you doing, man?
I have a cold. And Alex, are you watching the ZBrush Summit? That's the question.
You know he is.
Because it's awesome. It's very inspiring.
And then he's got his little blink. There we go.
Not all, but a bit. Not all of it, but a bit. So he's in matte territory.
Yeah.
I'm obsessive, so probably I have to learn. Feed me input.
The boy must learn.
Feed me. Feed me input.
Feed me a stray cat.
Just a good old stray cat. No one will miss it.
Okie dokie. Save the file. Save the file.
File is mine.
Yeah, Alex, we were talking about that, how we wished it was on campus.
I know. Yeah, we were saying.
That was cool back in the day, for sure. Back in the day.
Back in the Disney.
Okay. I mean, maybe I've got something somewhere that's got some rocks. Yeah. Yeah, where the rocks at?
Bring me the rocks.
Bring me the rocks. Ah, cave plane. Look at that. Found a brush.
Cave plane.
Made so yeah, sometimes I make these just crazy VDMs that don't make any sense. They've got some cool breakup. So boom, boom. There we go. Insert cave plane. It's almost Keyshot time. Oh, is it check-in time?
Are we checking in?
Did we check in?
We missed the check-in.
We missed the check-in.
We missed the check-in.
I mean, we can.
You
We don't.
were talking about quick rigs.
I was just trying to hang out with some.
Didn't feel like the time to check in.
It didn't feel like that. I mean, we can still. Well, we don't have to.
We don't have to. But you can if you want.
You don't want to.
I mean, I don't feel like I have to.
No, that's okay.
Why don't we check in?
I mean, I really don't think we should now. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm just kidding.
You just have to believe in yourself.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Let's see where we're at.
Man. All right, why don't you go? You check. Oh, I'll check in. Okay. James decided. I'm checking in. I mean, really, I've opened the mouth and popped a few teeth in there. He looks so silly.
Dude, I love him though.
So I have to find like I don't want to lose the attitude that I've got, the surly attitude with them. So that's the thing that I'm most concerned with. But mostly just been working on the face, opening up the mouth, working on the shell. Spent a lot of time kind of unifying the shell, adding some kind of edges here.
Yeah.
So it's this is a process.
That's awesome, dude. I love how big he is.
He's what? Oh, he's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive.
And then I want to give him a large staff that he leans on. And
yeah.
A cool orb to ponder.
You got to ponder on that orb. Maybe have a candle.
Oh, I could do a candle, but I've been doing a lot of candles. So
I know we talk about those candles.
I mean, but candles are fun. They are fun.
Candles are good.
But yeah, I want to. I don't want to lose. He's a grump. Like he definitely doesn't like his job.
He's not a huge fan.
He's trying to maybe make the lids a little heavier or something.
Yeah, he's definitely got an attitude to him. I like it.
But yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I mean, it just takes time. What you got?
Yeah, dude, it's looking awesome. Man, I got my sword in here. I got my pose. I got my additional sculpting. You know what I need to do? Subdivide these chains. I need to finagle these chains in. The last things I'm going to do, though, is get in here and really finesse, now that this is posed, finesse these bloody strips.
Same, bro.
But yeah, I did the whole, and I still need to add some stuff, but I've got kind of that like chatterer skin going on his head. So that'll be fun. I'm just going to send it over to Keyshot, see what it looks like, take a fiber and let it render.
Dude, those layers look great. He does match the language of your dragons. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see if we can get them into the same scene. That'll be cool. I don't know what that means. Okay, smoky tins. Is there a way to do like a dark mode on Keyshot?
Yes.
No way, really?
Yeah. The preferences.
Okay.
You'll see a little light dark option to tip, and that makes it super awesome and cool. That's at the top. Go back. There you go.
Oh, what?
Did it.
That's what I'm talking about, big boys.
I saw someone had made their UI for Blender look like Windows 96, and I kind of want that.
That's awesome.
I kind of want that. Question is, hi, can you please suggest a series for character and animal sculpting?
A
Um,
series.
I mean, just a tutorial series?
Yeah, what is that?
I know Jared Morantz has a great one on the Gnomon Workshop. Basically, everything on the Gnomon Workshop. Plug. And then, I mean, yeah, check out his stuff. Um, depends on like what you're looking for. Basically, there's a lot of great stuff on the Gnomon Workshop that I recommend. Um, if you're looking for drawing or anatomy, check out David Finch. That dude, he's got a YouTube channel and he does a lot of comic book style drawing. So I watch that every day. And he puts out a lot of stuff. Very, very good. Everyone's very good. Like truly, like everyone is really, really good. That's why like ZBrush Summit is very humbling as well. Because you're like, oh, these guys are amazing. Just a little bit of camel. Mm-mm.
Daffodil.
Thurman Rombitomp.
Rombi.
Thror. Thror.
Thermal.
Tim,
Thermal bargain.
we are definitely tired.
100%. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to see, like, what's working, what do we like, what's the big deal. There we go. And let's pop some Maytal. There we go. Make sure we got our skin going. Yeah, having to remake remake your materials and stuff is one thing.
Well, I have a trick for that. What you do is you group everything. You put it into a group, which
No, I mean from computer to computer.
oh yes, that's the worst. That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I misunderstood, but yes, you are correct.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct, sir.
All right. Let's put. All right. 200. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll just put some regular leather on there. Yeah. That looks better.
Looks better with the leather.
Better leather.
Looks better with the leather.
And I keep forgetting about the fun, gloomy backgrounds.
Oh, Gloomy's so good.
It's like you got to get the size right. Where's the dreamy one? Hit me with the dreamy. Yeah. Gnarly. Like it. Yeah, so. Oh, well, you can import. You know what we're going to do?
What's up, man? What's going on?
We're going to import the dragon in Keyshot. Just import it all. Who cares?
Do you have FBXM import?
No, I have like importing
I have
the key.
the version I have won't let me import.
Import a Keyshot scene into a Keyshot scene?
Yeah, like any of that. I don't have the super special bananas version.
You don't have bananas.
No, they wouldn't give me the bananas.
That's the thing. You gotta get those bananas from them. Yeah, I've done this
That's what
before.
I said. That's what I told them.
It's just such a big file. I mean, we'll try it again. Let's see if it works. Or just if it works. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. Dude, look at this. Look at how fast this is moving.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's insane. Oh my god. How heavy is that?
It's like 500 million pounds.
Oh my god.
I mean,
No way.
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
No way, dude. That
Okay.
is super fast. That's fast for my machine. And I got a good machine.
I'm just scaling it down. Dude, yeah, this is great. Look at that. Just in real time, just kind of
Holy
move
moly.
this dude around.
It's straight up.
Let's get him up front and center. Like, he's proud of his dragon, you know? He likes his dragon.
That's his buddy.
That's his homie. Dude, that is nuts.
Yeah, that's bonkers, dude.
And
I can't believe that.
Is that not insane, bro? Holy crap.
Dude, my Xeno Dragon was chugging my machine. And it's not that old.
No, I mean, dude, your machine is incredible.
Yeah. But yours is holy shnikes.
We're getting I want this ground to be huge.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
It's
That's
crazy.
so good.
That is crazy, bro.
Holy cow.
That is just so crazy.
You are unstoppable now. There's no limitation.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. It's like, hey, it's time to party. That is crazy. You're so crazy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, thanks, guys. Man, specs on it. It's the new Raptor Pro. What's it called? Raptor Lake CPU and 4090. I'm running the GPU on it right now, so it screams through this stuff. Immediate depth of field. The depth of field change is interesting on that. That's cool. But yeah, I need to make like a whole. I mean, having these guys together in a shot would be really cool.
Yeah.
Get some kind of like scary mountains. Get some fog. I need to put. Well, actually, crap.
Well, you need a red sky.
Need a red sky. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's move this guy around. See what he does. Like, where's the dude? I mean, it just screams. There you go. Let's do the fog trick and see if it slams the computer.
No way, dude. Your computer will eat that up.
I'm ready for it to munch. Where's it at? That is my cube.
My cube.
Have you ever seen this?
What's that?
Have you ever seen
Cube.
like I've got a cube, but it's
It's got nothing in it.
it's invisible.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not
It's not
showing.
big enough.
No, I mean you can see the outline. Should be pretty huge, right?
You did it, man. You finally killed your machine.
With the cube.
All it took was a giant dragon and a huge character.
No, we're getting the cube in here.
Can you sculpt with materials in Blender? That's a good question. I have no idea.
I'm not sure. I mean,
I know you can sculpt with. I think you can actually. I think there is.
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
And yeah, because you can set up like layers and stuff. So I would not put it past Blender to be so awesome. Blender.
A Blenderian future.
Blender for your render. Please, sir. We need a blender.
Might I have a blender for your render, my lord? Where is the change the color of the sky option?
That's in HDRI. So go.
Oh, there's an editor here.
Yeah. Go into that editor.
Nice.
I'm going to colorize, and you can colorize it there too. Yeah, it looks
okay. So you can slide the hue around, or you can actually just multiply.
You can even blur it a little bit too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
Isn't that neat? Very.
Yeah. It only to unlock this feature, it only costs $600.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
$600 and a pint of blood.
Hartel, he knows what's up, man. This is the death metal duo. You know, it's feeling good. It would feel really good if I could get that cube in here. Night with Bubba.
With the bud.
It's a big old bud.
Night with a buddy.
Night with the father of buddies.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Night with all the buddies.
You're working on your night moves.
Working on my night moves over here.
He's working on his night moves, Your Honor.
Actually, I'm working on some night hooves.
Oh. Let's see what a 50 banger looks like. Yeah. Can get in here.
He's gonna put a 50 banger out there.
Yeah, you know, you gotta have fun with the focal length and see what the deal is. Oh, hey, here's a question for you. Difference between saving project from the document file and tool palette.
We're talking inside of ZBrush. Like if you saving Z tools over projects. Is that the question?
The question is, hey there, good day.
Hello.
Can you see that?
I can see it. Okay. I'm kind of new at ZBrush. Can you explain the difference between saving a project from document file and a tool palette? Yeah, let me, I'll take this away. I've been, since I've been teaching intro, basically your tool palette is up here. This is everything that has all your subtools, all this stuff, all your geometry settings. So this is kind of the default guide that you have. And so when you save out a Z tool, which only saves out the subtools. That's it. When you save a document, or when you save a Z project, let me open up Epic Pen here. This will help. When you save a project, you're saving out the lighting, the document, any material settings, render settings, movie settings, etc., 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 etc. So that's what saving a project does. So when would you use a project? Mainly if you're like illustrating from ZBrush, or maybe you're demonstrating something, demoing, because again, it's saving your movie settings. So that's really the only cases where I would use it, is if I'm using ZBrush as my main render tool. Most of the time, you can just save a Z tool, which is a .ztl. ZTL is better because there's less junk with the file. Hopefully that helps. Very, very basic stuff, but important nonetheless. Mostly when I ask students to turn in files, I'm asking them to turn in ZTLs, because that's the only thing you really need. If you do need a tool from a project, you can also load tool from projects up here. Most of the time, you're not going to need it. Unless you want to. It's a personal preference. The other thing that a Z project will save out, which also is pretty beneficial, is that it also saves all your tools that you're working with up here. So up here, woo, right over here, it saves all your tools in there too. So if I'm duplicating stuff, for example, one way I like to work is, let's say I want to make some cool horns or something. Maybe he needs something for his orb to ponder, and I can just use these antlers to kind of decorate it. So what I would do is clone it, take my part, cut it in half. So delete by symmetry, and then I'll take my part and center it, and then I'll do like mirror and welds on it for various kind of interesting variations, things like that. So when I do this, I'll clone it as I go. So again, I'm hitting clone up here. That's right there, clone, which is basically cloning a tool up here. And that's how I'm creating a bunch of duplicates. So when I'm working, I'm just like, ooh, let's try this. Cool, let's clone it. Let's try this. Cool, let's clone it, right? So I just do this a bunch of times, and then I'll turn it into like a insert mesh brush or something like that, right? Just to see if there are any happy accidents that I can come up with. And this is how I like to design. Yeah, it's a fun trick. It's one of my favorite little tricks. Anyway, so I'll take that, And let's take just take this part. It's not, I didn't use the mirror trick on this, but I'll just take this antler that I've already got. I'll create insert mesh brush, which I've got right here. Create insert mesh brush, new. And again, I've got his orb to ponder. So maybe I will have some antlers holding it up. So I'll kind of futz it around or move it around a little bit. And just taking parts that I've already built. And we'll just kind of find some happy accidents there. That looks kind of cool, right? So I'm going to go ahead and split mask points. And I'll just take this antler again. I'll move it around, flip it the other way. Maybe this time I'll stretch it. And then suddenly, it becomes more complex. Let me hide this little scale here. And so he's got this now like mystical totem that he's doing stuff in. Let's try. Because he's got to have a mystical totem, right? Kind of goes up this way. And really, depending on how you sculpt the surface detail, you could turn this into a, into a tree or whatever you want to make it. Just shapes and clay. That's all. Okay. Now, do I love all of this stuff that I'm doing? No, I'm probably doing too much. I will turn on Sculptress, maybe erase some of these parts. Merge it down. So go to merge down, hit OK. I want to kind of give it some space from the guy, so I'm going to kind of put it over here. This is kind of like his operating station, I guess. Jared, he kind of looks like he's playing the keyboard.
Dude, jamming.
He's jamming and having a good time.
We like to party here at the Creature Corner. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. You'd be surprised how many people we have to tell. Like, no, we party.
No, we really like to party.
No, we like to party. And by party, I mean take a nap.
Huge fan of taking naps.
Oh, man, naps are so good. Highly recommend a nap every so often. What's that?
Hartel said, new band member for Matt. Since your guy's playing keyboard.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone brings an orb to ponder.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, man, who brought the orb?
Who brought the pondering orb?
Guys, we said no orbs. It's going to mess my whole night. Such madness.
There we go. Yeah, I need some mountains. That's what I need. Jared, do you know how to change the pivot of your move tool in this software?
Oh, I do not. Usually I just group it.
Yeah, it looks like you can. Oh, you can pick where you want it to go. That's interesting. This is Keyshot.
He's using Keyshot.
The Benjamin. This is Keyshot. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh. He is using Keyshot.
You know, he is using Keyshot.
Guys, he's just using Keyshot.
Oh, I'm in that whole can't find my color picker zone. Yet again.
Yet again. The eternal struggle.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, big boy. Oh, oh. I feel like such an old man whenever I can't grab the corner of a window to resize it.
You're like, up, nope, up, nope. The struggle is real. Man, sometimes sculpting is just hours and hours of Damien Standard.
It's just fun.
He's got some kind of milk on him. He's got some kind of alien milk. Stop that man. Stop that man. He's made of milk.
That man is made of a dairy product.
He's a menace. He's a milk menace. Your kids are doing it. Your kids are becoming milk.
It's wild.
What's wild?
Just years of having a computer where you're trying to do crazy shit and you can't, and then all of a sudden, like
You do whatever you want.
you can just kind of hang out with your friends.
I'm so happy for you, man. It was touch and go there for a minute.
Yeah, I was worried for a second, but
Like, oh man, Matt's gonna be so mad.
dude, you know, it took a while, but it came through, and it was worth it.
Did I break it? I did it.
Oh, I heard it. I heard it break.
Woo! Oh, man, I didn't think it was going to happen today. I just want to thank my family, my friends. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know. I didn't know if we could do it today. But we did it, guys. We did it. And look, I'm only here because of your support.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we did it. We did it, baby.
No, I'm sorry, dude.
No, I was effing around and then I just found out.
Yeah, sometimes
You
you
know,
gotta do that.
I found out. Oh my God.
For the
This
love of your honor, Your Honor.
this guy just won't bring me any soup. Oh, did I do it again? What did I do?
Oh, so you've got a
We did it again. That's two.
Oh, you've got some sort of nasty loop going on.
It's so interesting. Oh yeah, we did it, folks. Grateful. I'm grateful for everyone here. Jesus, Matt. Why don't you render a dragon? This guy just wants to render a dragon.
The man wants to render a dragon.
Look, if the guy wants to render a dragon, he should be able to render a dragon.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on? Let's hit it with the D noise.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem, it's a solution.
I promise, it's not a problem. My doctor said it's okay. My doctor said it's okay. You can transpose. There you go. Look at that. Look at that little blue pop.
Yeah, this is crazy. Dude, you can just do all sorts of stuff in here that I did not know you could do. Well, again, for an extra $600. But dude, it's great. Where are we at here? Let's unlock this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm getting really close.
You're getting close.
I'm glad with the work I've done tonight, but
the depth of field is too high.
Oh, I'm getting there.
But man, no, I can see where you're going. It looks insane.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I got there's plenty of stuff I got to clean up on the dragon pose, but I want to find like some sort of composition I'm really liking. This is close, but I mean, I feel like I would need to move some things around, alter some poses. The red is interesting. Red's kind of cool.
Yeah, the red works.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And,
I would naturally go for blue since it's Hellraiser, but the red looks scary.
Yeah, Yeah, so you can't go wrong with red.
You know, red is a scary color, man. Everybody
Scary
knows that.
Not a lot of people.
Red is scary. Yeah, I gotta make some mountains, dude.
Gotta make some mountains.
Or
Do you
some
not have
sort
any
of.
mountains?
Yeah, well, I mean, I do. I just haven't transferred them over to my machine yet, you know? I've got them all like on Dropbox and got to move them all over, or I've got them on a hard drive somewhere that I've got to squibby on Bipty.
He's got a Squeedy Biptons.
Marvin B. Anthony.
Marvin be good.
Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of tight like that. That's kind of fun, like just poking around and see what cameras work, you know?
3D is just fun in general.
Yeah, it's like having
Like
a
getting to play.
it's like having a camera that you're just zooming in on your clay sculptures for. Which I'm just, dude, that giant skull you did was so awesome. Like, how fun was that for real?
What giant skull? What was it?
The giant skull for Halloween to fix your giant skull.
Oh man, that was like
It's like
the most fun I ever had. And you know what? They have a bunch of like giant half skulls
yeah,
that I'm gonna do it again. And now I have a pipeline, so I want to make like a bunch of mummies and just like taking Halloween decorations and like jazzing them up a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that was fun. And then I got I got the skeleton standing up again. He looks great.
Dude, yeah, it looked awesome.
So happy he turned out just like exactly the way I wanted it to go. And that's nice.
Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, that I'm sure that was just such a fun project, man.
Well, and it felt good to be like working with my hands.
Yeah, dude,
You know,
that's what brought me to it. Whenever I said clay sculpture, I was like, dude, I miss doing clay.
what did I do? Yeah, and it just gets you away from the computer for a little bit. And anytime you can work with your hands, work with some clay, you won't regret it. I'm pretty happy with them.
Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Save my file. Ooh, it's almost time for me to call it, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you. Just getting them into a little Keyshot, and it's fun. Matt, what do you think? Does my guy need anything? What does he need? I mean, I want to give him a staff for his orb.
What does he need?
Does he need something?
I think if he needs something right now, it would be some clothing elements.
Yes, I definitely want to dress him up.
Yeah, and you got to give him like a goat level goatee. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Coming up the chin. Maybe it's braided. You know.
100%.
But yeah, yeah, dude. Some clothes, some hair. Take it all. I mean, it would. That right there would take it all the way. The only thing that sticks out is the kind of scaling you have on the shins.
Yeah, this is placeholder.
Yeah, and I'm sure it is, but the rest of the design is just, I mean, it's, dude, if you put some hair and like a cloak on him or some pants or something like that.
Yeah, definitely he needs some crotch covering.
Yeah, that would be so sweet, dude. Yeah, man. Ooh, and what if his hands were doing weird, like some sort of weird sign? I guess It'd be like gang signs.
Well, kind of what I
You know what I mean? Like some sort of witchcraft symbol, like bloop, 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 something.
well, what I kind of have in mind is that I'll have a pose here, and so he'll have a couple hands on his staff. Maybe
Oh yeah.
One hand's kind of here, kind of resting on his, and then these two will hold the staff like here, and then maybe this other hand's like way up here.
Yes.
You know, so he'll be off balance, and I kind of want to have his head going this way, so his head's kind of pointing off in the direction. So,
dude, he's side quest, man.
Yeah, he's side quest guy. Like he's the guy that's been like sitting and waiting.
Yeah, he's waiting for some help.
Yeah, he's waiting for some help, and nobody's coming. Yeah, man, definitely some clothing elements. Dressing the back, maybe with some adornments.
Yeah, some sort of like dreading style.
I mean, we could put like a little house on it.
Oh my God. Put a house on it and then give him a bird that's his best friend.
Oh, he needs a bird best friend. Dude, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Dude, so, yeah, this is great. It's like he's got stories, man. Him and his buddy.
Maybe there's like a house here on stilts or something.
Yeah. And what if his antlers had little like maybe some built-in steps to where the bird could just kind of hop down and get on the platform, like on top of his antlers whenever he's talking to the side quest guy?
Is it like a nice loft or something?
Oh, dude, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so and then there's like a little fence or something. And maybe there's like a mound of dirt here. So, yeah, that's cool. And then, yeah, definitely he's going to need a goatee and beard, some like long hair. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. That's fun.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be good fun.
And you've got to design your bird friend, too.
Oh, God. He needs a bird friend buddy.
You got to give him a hat.
That for the bird.
The bird friend needs a hat.
What kind of hat?
Well, I mean, I immediately go top hat, but maybe like Robin Hood hat with a feather in it or something.
He's got to like, but it's got to be a weird bird, you know, like it can't just be a bird. It's got to be like a, I love it when they have hats that are kind of bent over. Maybe it's the bird's a wizard or something.
Yeah, dude, a wizard bird.
He's like a really bad wizard. So he transformed all kind of wrong.
He got in trouble, so he was banished to be a little bird.
Banished to be a little bird. Yeah, and he kind of just chills up there. And the bird's got a medallion. Could be fun.
I love it, dude.
Fun. Yeah, man, where did you leave off?
I'm just poking around on different cameras, dude.
It looks great, man. Yes, I love that you kept the longer like eye blades.
Yeah, I popped them back up nice and big. They look great. Yeah, just you know, got to dial in the lighting and stuff like that, but having them in the same scene is really
easy.
Really cool. Look at that.
Insane, bro.
So yeah, I want to get some. I mean, even that looks cool. Like I want a chain, like his chain. I want that to go and connect up to the dragon's neck. You know. like that's kind of how he controls it. But yeah, look at how it just burns through this. And these, I could like what this, these textures have like three labels, 2 labels a piece on every single one, all driven by procedural like occlusion, curvature, contour, stuff like that. Really adding the extra touch. Like for instance, let's grab this guy. Let's solo them out right quick here. Oh, whoops. Okay. So here's just here's my material. And I mean, it looks gnarly, right? Like this is just a piece of skin that's surrounding everything. But the labels, they're all being driven with an opacity of like either occlusion or curvature, or sometimes they'll even pop like a tileable texture in there.
Yeah, all the time. Oh, that looks gnarly.
But whenever you turn it all off, it's just like some flat, it just looks like a flat ZBrush kind of material with a cool light on it. But it really adds boom, boom, boom. There's just like 3 very subtle layers of complexity. So it's really like, it's been cool like playing with the actual look dev element of Keyshot. But yeah, I mean, look at these guys. They're ready to release their death metal record, for sure. I just got to lock in some lighting and some posing, and I'll be good. But I'm stoked on it. It's been a super fun project, really fun design wise, and that was a fun noodle session for sure.
That's a nice. Well, it's nice to get away from like we have to follow. We can just do whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, we did our punkies. Yo, that looks great, dude. See, presentation is everything, man. Presentation is everything.
Well, I was messing around and I found in render at the bottom here. There's the contrast slider.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm in render at the very bottom. There's adjustments.
Okay.
So this is if you want like a nice preview sketch kind of vibe.
So that's not using the material mixer. That's just.
I do have outline turned on, and then if I turn on posterize, but yeah, what I'm doing is at the bottom with adjust here, and I have contrast turned all the way up.
And it's render properties.
And adjustments at the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
So that's contrast right here, right? So you can clear this.
Oh.
I also have, this is my posterize.
Oh yeah, so you've got posterized and all that
well,
stuff.
Yeah. But watch, like, so adjust, right? Turn that on. Dial contrast all the way up, and you can adjust brightness. So it's like global.
Yeah, but you don't have color on your Z tools.
No, I don't have any color on. But now if I turn on outline, then of course you get all this stuff.
I see. Yeah, look at that. That's really quick.
And then back to render, adjust, and then how I got the blue. That's blue gamma, or sorry, blue brightness. Just crank that up.
Huh.
Pretty fun. So you can imagine like rendering this very powerful.
It's such a crazy.
It's so like what's crazy is it's so intricate. You can dial this so many different ways. Let's see if I do
The actual renders are pretty cool too. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, that's cool. And then you can just go back to your adjustments.
You can also do a best preview render.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
So that also yeah. Also, I learned about this today at the summit was the flat preview. So you have a poly paint on yours, right?
No, you showed us flat preview. You mean
no,
flat?
Now go to the top. Now go to the top. I don't have any poly paint. Let me find something with poly paint on it.
Okay, I've got all my poly paint. And what do I do?
Okay, go to render at the top. Go to flat. You see where you see preview at the top?
Yeah.
Right underneath it. Boom. That's your flat color.
Oh yeah.
That's your diffuse. He already knew.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You blew it.
I didn't blow it.
He blew it.
I didn't blow it.
He blew it.
I didn't blow it. If anyone's blowing it,
it's me. I blew it.
Who blew it first?
It's been blown. My cover is blown.
It's been blown. It's been blown, Your Honor.
The cover has been blown. Oh well. I tried. I'm gonna go shopping for some mushrooms.
I'm going to buy fennel seed.
Blew it.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna call it. I think.
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you.
That was really fun, dude. Your guy. I can't wait
to sesh today.
With him. He looks awesome. He's gonna have some hair.
We crushed it today.
Yeah, man. Good seeing everyone. Good seeing everyone tonight. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for dropping by Creature Corner tonight. Thank you to our sponsor, Lenovo, for sponsoring the stream. Thank you to Gnomon School of Visual Effects. Thank you to Pixel Logic ZBrush for making ZBrush. Check out the ZBrush Summit all this week on the YouTubes and the Twitches and the Hibbity Dibbies. If you want to talk to me and Matt and tell us how beautiful and handsome we are, you can find us here on Twitter, however long that still lasts, and then Instagrams and all the other things. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good seeing you.